Hello everyone. Don't you know why apples tend to tan after being cut? We all know that apples have a special place among all fruits. If we had to give examples in 3 keywords to support the view we put forward, these would be Adam and Eve, Isaac Newton, and Steve Jobs. So, back to the main topic. Why do apples turn brown right after they are cut? Apples turn brown because of enzymatic browning. This process requires 3 things: oxygen, a special enzyme called polyphenol oxidase, PPO, and polyphenol, which are also called phenolic compounds. These are complex organic molecules which contain at least one hydroxyl group, CH, bonded to a hydrocarbon ring, C6H5. Under the right conditions, these 3 ingredients will combine to turn a delicious apple into something much less appetizing. PPO and polyphenol are found inside an apple's cells. PPO sits in small compartments called chloroplasts, which are surrounded by a membrane. Most polyphenol are contained in other cell tissues. Normally, the PPO and polyphenol in an apple never touch each other. That's why freshly cut apples aren't brown. But when you cut or bite into the apple, you cause cell damage. And cell damage is what brings PPO and polyphenol together. Cutting or biting also exposes an apple's cells to air, which contains oxygen. This triggers the oxidation reaction that causes enzymatic browning. What are the chemical reactions involved in enzymatic browning? What happens chemically when these compounds come together? And why does the apple turn brown? When polyphenol mix with PPO and oxygen, they create a compound called 1,2-benzoquinone. This can also be called orthoquinone or oquinone. After that, the individual molecules of oquinone connect together to make larger molecules. This process is called polymerization. It creates a compound called melanin, which causes the apple to look brown. Oquinone only polymerizes under certain conditions. For example, polymerization only happens at certain temperatures. Studies show that PPO reacts best at around 20 degrees Celsius. At very high or very low temperatures, PPO becomes completely inactive and will not react. The pH of the apple and its surroundings is also important. PPO reacts best at a neutral pH of 7. Finally, metal ions also play a role in enzymatic browning. PPO contains copper ions, which are copper atoms that have lost some of their electrons. How do I keep apples from turning brown? Don't like the taste of brown apples? You can prevent enzymatic browning by changing the temperature, pH, or metal ion conditions. For example, adding lemon juice will change both the pH and metal ion conditions. Lemon juice is an acid. It will lower the apple's pH to below 7, making it harder for the reaction to happen. Lemon juice also contains citric acid. Chelating agents like citric acid react with metal ions and change their chemical makeup. Acts with the copper ions in PPO. Citric acid slows down the browning process. Can also try soaking apple slices in water. The water will prevent oxygen from reaching the PPO and phenolic compounds. But remember that PPO reacts best at room temperature. So make sure the water is cold. Now here are some additional fun facts, or you can just call fasts as well. Firstly, enzymatic browning doesn't just happen to apples. It also affects many other fruits and vegetables, like avocados and potatoes. Some types of apples have more phenolic compounds than others. These apples will turn brown much faster. The melanin that causes apples to turn brown is similar to the melanin in human hair. It's responsible for people's distinct skin colors. So there you have it. Next time you slice up an apple, you'll understand why it turns brown. And you'll even know how to stop it from browning. So there you have it. Next time you slice up an apple, you'll understand why it turns brown. And you'll even know how to stop it from browning. You also know why the apple you eat tans so much faster than you do, as we can say. Now you do know. Congratulations.